Hello. Hello. Welcome. Welcome. Goodness gracious me. It's BZ here. It's BZ. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Can you all hear me?
Can you hear me?
Can you all hear me?
I hope you can hear me. I hope you can hear me. My mic feels like it's peaking a little bit. Does it feel like it's peaking a little bit? It's BZ in the Neon Doom room. I'm wearing my Dilenium Falcon t-shirt that I made myself. Can you see it? The microphone's in my way. Can you see it? Dilenium Falcon Demon. Dilenium Falcon Demon t-shirt. I made that t-shirt when I was, well, I still am an artist. I'm just a very lazy one because I don't do a lot of art these days. Under my previous moniker on Instagram, which was Death Cave Studio. You can find Death Cave Studio on Threadless. You can find them on Threadless and Redbubble, I believe. If you're interested in that t-shirt, I got a bunch of other ones on there. I've never really spooked myself on here before, but I am doing it now. Welcome. Welcome to the Doom vlog episode 34. My mouth's really dry for some reason. We missed out last weekend. We missed out for a very, very good reason. Hang on. Can you hear that? My water bottle makes weird squeezing noises. We missed out last Saturday. There's a good reason why we missed out last Saturday. What happened last Saturday? What happened last Saturday? Can I bring up what happened last Saturday? This is what happened last Saturday. That happened last Saturday. That's what happened. Or I should use this one. This is what happened last Saturday. The Astor Film Bazaar. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. I haven't even introed everybody and everything yet. So we'll talk about that in a second. It's BZ in the Neon Doom room for the Doom vlog. I might have to change the title of that. People don't seem to think that the Doom vlog is about physical media. I don't get a lot of people watching. I am trying to change that. I made some business cards for the Astor Film Bazaar. Roddy might focus on them. They're pretty cool looking. They're pretty cool. I made them too skinny though. Come on, Roddy, focus. Focus, Roddy. Really? You're not going to focus? You're not going to focus? You're better than that, mate. Come on. There we go. Can we focus? There we go. Roddy just needs to be shoved around a little bit every once in a while. He's not liking to focus. Focus, Roddy, focus. Seriously, mate. Mate. What is wrong with you, mate? Come on. Can we get you to focus here? There we go. Far out. I made a business card. It's pretty cool looking. People have been telling me I'm not bald in real life. I didn't think that was bald. I thought it was a shaved head. And on the back, obviously, QR code. YouTube, don't do anything with the QR code. It's just mine. It's mine. So I did that. I handed a few of them out. I made a few new friends at the Astor Film Bazaar. And yeah, some really lovely people. But yeah, let me introduce you. We'll keep doing this all the wrong way around. Let's say welcome, High Plains Drifters. Welcome to Busters of Ghosts and Raiders of Lost Arks to the Doom Vlog episode 34. And in attendance, obviously, is Roddy. I'm a bit rusty. I haven't done this for 2 weeks. Is Roddy, my reticent, grumpy, no good for nothing camera that I love. He's my buddy. We call him Rotten Roddy. Rotten Roddy. He's always here, ever present, all knowing, all seeing, unjudgmental. He's unjudgmental. That's a good thing for a camera to be. It's a very good thing for anyone really to be. I try very hard to be as unjudgmental as possible, but unfortunately we talk about movies. So look, I try to be unjudgmental of people, unless you're an actor or a director or a writer, excuse me, or a producer, or literally anybody in the entertainment industry. I'm going to be judgmental, and I'm allowed to be. I've got every right to be. You guys, you're in the firing line. You're in the firing line. Whether you're good or bad is going to be up to me and many millions and billions and gazillions of others to make our minds up about you. But Roddy is very unjudgmental. He's a camera. He's got a sole purpose. He's a camera. And he has been a very bad boy at times, but he's a good camera for the most part, I would say. I'm not going to complain too much about him. But welcome to another episode of the Dooom Vlog. We've got just some of the most depressing news. Most depressing news. We'll get to the news soon. I showed you at the beginning. Netflix. Before, all of my anger and frustration was always directed at Disney Plus. Oh, but now it's Netflix. You're all in the firing line with me as far as I'm concerned. But we'll talk about that very soon. We've got lots of things to talk about. We've got a fairly action-packed vlog tonight. We're going to try and cram everything into a small amount of time. It took me a little bit to get back into my mojo for being in here. I want to tell you there is a movie here. There's a movie playing. Can you guess the movie? I actually put a different movie on. What movie did I put on? Oh, yeah. I put on The Big Steal. But it's a Region 2, and for some reason it just wasn't reading it. I don't know what was going on. I wasn't reading it, didn't like it. It was, come on, really focus on me. It wasn't reading it in my Blu-ray player, which is a multi-region. I think most of them are multi-region. So I couldn't get it to work. So I took out The Big Steal. I put another movie on. You probably might not understand what this movie is. It's a very particular movie. It's very old. What's the year? But I want you to guess it. I want you to guess. What year is this? You going to tell me? 1960. 1960. Well, give me a hint. It's got Dana Andrews, Rhonda Fleming, Ephraim Zimbalist Jr., John Kerr, Anne Francis, Keenan Wynn, and Troy Donahue in it, amongst many, many others. And it is suspense. So if you can guess the movie, I'm gonna say that you guys are not gonna get it. I've got you under my thumb tonight. You're not gonna get it. But if you get it, you get a slow clap from me, and you get a high five through Roddy. We'll do competitions for this one of these days. Look, there's nobody watching at the moment. I don't think. Do we have? Oh, we've had one view. We've had one view. That live viewer has long since disappeared, I think. But we've had one live view, so thank you. Yes. So last week we had the Astor Film Bazaar. Now I can show you. We had the Astor Film Bazaar. There it is up there. Or I like this image. I think this image is pretty cool. We had the Astor Film Bazaar, and it was fun. I had a lot of fun. I've got to tell you, I got some stuff here to show you tonight. None of it's from the Astor Film Bazaar. There's a few reasons, and this is the reason why I didn't shoot a live Dooom vlog last Saturday. I spent the whole of last week, not the last week, the week before last week, the whole of the week before last week, after work, for hours cleaning physical media. And I never thought, in my head, I gave myself a week. Give yourself a week to be prepped. I was like feeling all, like self-important and smart, and thought I had it all figured out. And I only need a week to prep. Every bit of spare time after work, I'll get it done. Oh boy, was I wrong. Oh boy, was I wrong. I spent a week from pretty much like when I got home, get the kids dinner, clean up, all that stuff. From like after dinner, say 6, 7 o'clock, give or take some bits and pieces away from it. Cleaning physical media, trying to get trying to get business cards ready, which was kind of last minute as well. Posters, boxes, cleaning collections, putting things in boxes, getting things ready to move. From like about 6, 7 o'clock at night until about 3 o'clock in the morning every single night, and working the next day. And then Saturday, it was chaotic. I had my buddy Richard. Thank you, Richard. Thank you, Richard, for coming and helping me that day. Poor guy, I had to pick him up late because I was running late Saturday morning. I tried so hard to get things ready early, and it all just kind of fell apart. I am a bit of a chaotic person by nature. It's always kind of been that way. As I've grown older, I've become more steadfast, I guess you could say. I'm never late to work. I'm always really prepared for that. But this... sorry, this threw me for a loop. It just messed with my, I don't know. my quantum clock or something. It did something to me all week. It just threw me out. So Saturday morning, I was mostly ready, but I had to pack the car. That all happened late. I picked up Richard late, poor guy. And I got there past my start time, which they gave 2 start times for the top level and the bottom level. I got there after my start time and after the bottom level start time. But the good thing about it was that there was nobody really bumping in at that time, and it left me about an hour and a half to get ready. That's lugging all that stuff up those stairs. If you've ever been to the Astor Film Bazaar, you'll know, or the theatre, you'll know those stairs. They're not fun to carry things up. But we got it done and we got set up. I bought like a Square, you know, Square, the company Square that does payments. I bought a Square, like a card tappy. What do they call the bloody thing? It's in my bag. Bought a Square card reader. And I knew how to do it, how to set it up. I just hadn't gotten around to it. I had to do it while those customers were in front of me. Richard had to serve them, do cash for about 20 minutes or so before I could figure it out. Finally got the hang of it, got it working. That thing was the best investment ever, I've got to tell you. I know I sound like I'm rambling, but I bought that on a Black Friday sale. It was, I think, usually $75. I got it for like 39. And once I figured it out, that literally made my day. That card reader made my day. I think every single punter that came to my stall, my table that day, had the easiest time of it because it was so easy for me. I just changed everything to one name, input the sales amount, and then pressed scan, and they scanned their card, and bam, it was done. It took a couple of days to come through in the end. But yeah, best investment ever. I'm so glad I've got it now, and I'm going to use it in any future stalls or any future markets. I need beer. I'm drinking water at the moment. Yeah, so best investment ever. I know it was $39 down the tube, but I like best investment ever. I've got to tell you that right now. If you're planning on getting one, get the Square app, set yourself up on that, which is a bit of a rigmarole. But once you're on the Square app and you've set yourself up on that, getting a card reader is dead set easy. And that battery, I was like, oh, will it last all day? Man, didn't even get below 4 bars. There's 4 bars of light to tell you the battery strength. That thing went all day and it was still on 4 bars at the end of it. So bravo Square. Well done. Yes, they did tax me for using it. It wasn't a whole lot. And I made a lot of money that day and I still came back with a lot of stock. So I just want to sort of say thank you to Astor Film Bazaar, Joel, Umbrella Entertainment, Dead End Video. I can't remember the name of them. Sorry, I do apologize. Also a part of that. Fantastic day. I will do a video on it. I don't really get around to making a lot of videos, but I will do a video on it. Unfortunately, I didn't take a lot of video and I didn't buy a single thing there all day. That was my plan, was to sell and buy and sell and buy. Do you know what? I didn't. I was busy all day. It was the best day ever. I was busy all day. I had Richard look after the store for a little bit. Like he was there whenever I had to check on the car, move the car, step outside for a breath of fresh, air. But I didn't really, I did a quick wander around and looked at people's things, but I didn't spend any money. I didn't linger. I wanted to shoot some video, but I felt obligated to be at the store, at the table, I should say, for it. So it was really, really good. I had a really positive experience from it. And I got to tell you, the loveliest people. I had the most lovely conversations with the loveliest of people. Did a few deals here and there. Sold some stuff that I've held on to for a long time, and I got a lot more all stashed in the shed that I can do next time, maybe, if there's another market of some kind. But I feel like I only sold about maybe 10% of my stock. And I emptied containers on the table, and I had lots more to fill them up with. So whilst I wish I'd emptied half of what I have or more, I'm really pleased. And I came away with a profit. So I'm really, really happy. Thank you so much to the people who attended. Thank you to the people that came to my table and had a chat to me. And I'm sorry that I didn't really video a lot. I videoed almost nothing. I took a few photos. I got nothing really to show for it. But I will say it wasn't out of neglect. I could have squeezed in time to run around and take some video, but I kind of felt like that defeated the purpose. I needed time to actually shoot some good video, maybe do some interviews. Maybe next time. It sounds like I'm making excuses, but I'm really not. It was, for me, the experience of being there and being able to serve people and sell at my table and talk about the movies I owned. These are my movies. They're not like bought, for the most part. 99% of them I owned. There were some I bought along the way and was like, oh, I've got a stall, I might as well buy. But like, talk about movies with people and suggest things to people and talk about, oh, you're buying that, that's a great one. Well, let's, you know, do you like that band, or what do you think of the movie? And me and Richard both had amazing conversations with people. So thank you so much for that. I can't express my gratitude to not only Joel and the Astor Film Bazaar crew and the Astor Theatre and Umbrella Entertainment and all that crew that helped set up and pack down, did an amazing job. I can't thank you enough. I know to you, it's maybe just another thing that you do, and you know, he's getting bigger every year. But to me, and maybe I can speak for some of the vendors, it was just an amazing experience. For me, it was an amazing experience, and I feel like I walked away from that genuinely, I mean, exhausted. I had like 3 hours sleep the night before that as well, but genuinely just uplifted by the whole experience. So I hope, Astor Film Bazaar crew, you're watching this. It's not a full review. I will get to that. Sorry, guys, but I just want to say thank you. It was an extremely positive experience for me, and a positive experience that I think I needed at that time. What with like the lack of sleep and work and everything going on in my life, I really felt like I'd left my home and I'd walked into the most positive experience anyone could ever have. Regretfully, I didn't get to walk around and speak to a lot of people at their stores. That's something maybe I can amend next time. But thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much. Such an amazing time. I appreciate you all. And man, I've got some new subscribers from it, and I've had a chat to many people. So what an awesome time. Thank you to the Astor Film Bazaar and to all of you guys out there that came, that visited my stall and listened to me ramble, or came and talked to me. I've had a few laughs throughout that day. So thank you so much for that. And for the people that bought my stuff, thank you. Thank you very much. You've made an impression on me. I can afford some things now, movie wise, that I couldn't afford before. Just on you guys coming to my store and buying stuff. You know, like, I'm not made of money. I can't buy every Umbrella release or every other imprint release or anything whenever I feel like it. I have to divvy that stuff up. So you guys helped achieve a few things we'll talk about tonight, actually. Anyway, I'll stop going on about it. Let's get this off the screen. Where is it? Yeah, let's get that off the screen. Off. All right, I think we need to move along. I need a drink. My throat's dry. Let's move on to the segment where we drink stuff, because we're going to keep drinking stuff tonight until I get too tired to drink stuff. Have we got any new viewers? Have we got no live viewers? That's okay. I put this up late. I started late. I mean, that's pretty usual for me. But let's have a drink. We're going to start with a beer, and then we're going to go on to the bourbon and cokes. All right, it's time for a time for a beer. I was going to do a little poly type thing and see what you think I should drink, but nobody is here, but that's okay. So what we're going to do is, I've got a few beers in the fridge. I'm just going to talk my way through them and grab one. I'll put a glass on ice. Just give me a second, and then we're going to drink bourbon and cola and talk movies. Hang on. By the way, we've also got Star Trek Voyager playing here. I've been back on the Star Trek bandwagon lately. I don't know why. I just decided that, oh no, I watched something on the Critical Drinker was talking about Star Trek. And I know he doesn't like Voyager so much, but I've been watching it. I used to like it. And we've got this movie playing up here, which, are you going to guess it? Are you going to guess it? I don't know if you're going to guess it. Good luck if you can. Let me get a drink. Hang on. Look at my stocked fridge. Are you ready? Stocked fridge. I wish it had a light in it. Stocked. To get the glass out of here, that's going to be difficult. There we go. Okay, nice frosty glass. The question is, what am I going to put in it? Get rid of these little things here. All right, do we have the Monsuta Okinawa Supreme Premium Beer? Or do we have a Wild Pale Ale? Or do we have a Hiatus Beers Pacific Ale. That sounds very nice. Or do we have this O'Brien's Pale Ale? O'Brien. Do we have an O'Brien's Pale Ale? Somebody going to join the chat? Somebody needs to join the chat. Or do we have another Spitfire? Remember we had the Spitfire 2 weeks ago? We had the Spitfire. That was really nice. Golden Ale. That's a bigger beer, but I think we need to try something new. So it's going to be between the Okinawa Monsuta. How many percent is that? 5%. Let's try the Japanese beer. Let's try the Japanese beer and we'll go from there. It's a bit congested in here. All right. I was going to go with Tropical Pale. Well, we're going to go with the Monsuta. It's a bit bent can. The Monsuta Okinawa Supreme Premium Ale. Like that bottle. That's that design on the can. It's pretty cool. All right. Still no live viewers. That's all right. I leave things too late. Giant size taste. When the dust settles, take a moment to honor the legacy of the Monsuta with smooth, crisp refreshment. Monsuta Okinawa Supreme crashes in with a perfect balance of premium malt and superior hops to create a beer of unseen magnitude. Now, if this doesn't fit in here, in this glass, which it probably won't, I might get the second one and top it up. Because I have two. And that makes a lot of sense. So let's... Hopefully it doesn't go everywhere. Smell test. Oh, that smells good. It smells crisp. Crisp. All right, let's go. Let's go. Can we do this without getting... Hang on, let's move the microphone. Let's move the mic. My experience is that these beers tend to fill up a glass like this pretty quickly. So I might not need to worry about topping it up with a second one. Or do I? Yeah, there's a little bit of room. There's a little bit of room. I can get the second one. Let's get the second one. It's 5% alcohol volume, so it's going to make me tipsy. Let's get the second one and top it up with the second one. I don't like it being empty at the top. Oh, nothing in there. Where's the other one? There's the other one. All right, let's top it up with this one. Then we'll move on to physical media. Oh my goodness. There's some ladies on Star Trek wearing very skimpy clothes. I didn't expect that to be on Star Trek. It's been a long time since I've seen any of these episodes. All right, let's open the second one. Top it up. That's better. We can always top this one up again. That's no problems. There we go. Now we've got a full Monsuta. And let's try it out. Wow, it's very stringent tasting. I don't know if that's the right term. Very bitter. But very crisp as well. Feels a bit fluffy, kind of like fluffy, kind of like a I don't know, like a wheat beer kind of. Let's top it up again a little bit more. There we go. Finito. All right. We'll drink that as we talk. Okay, I think it's time that we move on to my other favorite episode of this episode, sub-episode of this episode, which I do believe is called... it was sung really well by Olivia Newton-John, but she didn't sing the original tune. Really? Can't find it? Come on, it's right there. Yeah, let's get physical, media.
Let's get physical, media. I wanna get physical, media. Let me hear your movies talk.
Let me hear your movies talk. Okay, so there's quite a lot to get through tonight. Quite a lot to get through. Quite a lot to get through. Can you hear me?
Can you all hear me? Can you all hear me?
I hope you can hear me. All right, so we've got some stuff. We're going to go through the op shop things. We're going to do mail as mail. So what I mean by that is I ordered some things, which I showed you before. We're not going to do that. They are physical media, but we're not going to do them as part of Let's Get Physical Media. We're going to do them as part of mail. We might break up physical media with news and then do mail. I don't know, and I don't know why my hands are doing this, but that's what we're going to do. That's what we're going to do. It was deliberate. It was deliberate. So, let us start with these. These are in random order. When did I get that? So let's put that on this. No, let's do it all together. Let's do this slightly separately. Slightly separately. I've got so much to go through. All right. I found this one. I'm not going to tell you where because I can't remember. It was in an op shop. It was in pretty good condition, actually. Very good condition. Very good condition. I haven't watched it, so I don't know anything about it, but it's a horror movie, and I'm trying to beef up my horror movie collection. So I got The Dark. I do believe I only paid, I think it was $1 or $2 for it. I'm pretty sure it was more like $1. What does it say at the bottom? Your worst fear is your only hope. So I think it's about 2 children that were murdered, and their spirits, or something like their spirits, inhabit this place. And they are trying to survive. It's a bit hard to understand from the back. I guess you'd have to watch it. They're trying to survive together. I think they're siblings, brother and sister maybe. And then these people find them and they think that they're against them. I don't know. I read the back. It didn't make a whole lot of sense, but I get the impression it's 2 dead siblings trying to survive while people are figuring out that there's something in the woods and they have to survive together as dead kids. Very interesting. But yeah, it looks really cool. I like the lettering on this. That's my kind of lettering. It's cool. Really cool. And then you got the back there. I mean, you could probably read that, but I don't want to put you through it. But it's got good reviews from what I could tell. So I picked it up. The Dark. Straight into the horror collection. Straight into the horror collection. Oh, I need to throw these down here. Hang on. That's not going to work. It was deliberate. It was deliberate. What movie is that from? Every time I hear someone say the word deliberate, I think of the phrase, it was deliberate. It was deliberate. You can guess what movie that was from. I picked these up. They're taped together. Taped together. I haven't opened them up yet. I probably should. Let's just do that because they came in one giant stack, taped together. Let's open them. Got some scissors here somewhere. There we go. It was deliberate. Okay, let's open them up. So we can talk about them. Sticky tape, the bane of my life. Is that a horrible sound? Is that a horrible sound? This won't go in the bin. It's just falling down. All right, so we're going to keep doing spot checks of the channel because I don't know who's going to jump in and who's not. Okay, so these are all one series, and they're a series I really love. I don't know, at the time I was like, oh, do I really want them? I've got most of this stuff on DVD. Do I want to start this all over again, or I'm getting everything on VHS? I can always sell them if I need to, you know. Whilst I love all this stuff, I don't have to keep it. It's not, there's no rule saying I do. So, get sticky tape. I hate sticky tape. And I'll tell you, oh man, sticky tape really likes to not let go. All right, can we get rid of you now, sticky tape? You're very annoying. Anybody familiar with Red Dwarf? Well, all of these are Red Dwarf. All of them. All of them are Red Dwarf. And I got them all for $4. So 4 VHS tapes for $4 is not too bad. I did, as I say, almost put them back. Let's make sure they're all in there. That's Dimension Jump. Yep, that's in there. Blockbuster, no less. Blockbuster sticker on there. So we've got Dimension Jump. It's got 3 episodes on it. White Hole, Dimension Jump, and Meltdown. There's Rimmer's alter ego, his interdimensional duplicate, who was cool. Smoke me a kipper, I'll be back for breakfast. So I picked that up. 3 episodes. Love this show. I have to get back into watching this show. It's a fantastic show. We've got Red Dwarf 2. Crichton. Is it in there? Yep, it's in there. It's all in very good condition. In fact, I think it all came from the same place. Red Dwarf 2. Don't know what that means. Red Dwarf 2. Crichton. It's got Better Than Life, Thanks for the Memory. And has it got Crichton in it too? Yeah. Oh, yeah, this is where you meet Crichton. This is where you meet Crichton. And interestingly enough, that episode with Crichton started off with a different Crichton from memory. And then became Crichton. I can't really recall. Unless I'm getting it mixed up with another episode. There you go. You got Crichton, Better Than Life, and Thanks for the Memory. I might be thinking of the episode where they find the ship with the android on it, who's tending to all the dead people. Such funny episodes. This says Red Dwarf 1 at the end. I'm pretty sure I own the end, so this will be a duplicate for me. But I don't have this cover. This cover's different. That's very interesting. The end is the beginning. It's episode 1. It's episode 1. It's got the end and future echoes and balance of power. The end is the beginning. Original series now on video. $1 each. Come on, man. I have seen whole collections for sale on eBay, but I really... Has that got the VHS tape in it? Let's just double check that. Yep, it's in there. They're all Blockbuster, so they must have come from a lot. Yeah, I've seen whole collections available on eBay. I'm not terribly wanting to go out and buy a whole collection of them and pay all that money. And this is the Smeg Outs, which I think are... They're the outtakes. It says from series 1, 2, and 3. The Smeg Outs, or the outtakes. Let me hold this properly. There you go. Red Dwarf, the Smeg Outs. This is something I wasn't aware of and I didn't own. There's a vacuum cleaner sucking up all of the characters. And yeah, so you got all of the outtakes. For the first time on video, Smeg-Outs from the first 3 series of Red Dwarf. Join the crew on a journey of cosmic cock-ups, fifth-dimensional fluffs, and ballistic blunders. Contains scenes cut from the first 3 series, including Tongue-Tied, Full-Length Smeg Mix, and the 1995 Red Dwarf Convention. The hilarious sequel to Smeg-Ups. Is this? Oh yeah, Smeg-Ups and Smeg-Outs. So this is Smeg-Outs. Anyway, so those were the first few. I got those for $4, so $1 each. I've never mentioned these books, but I'm going to mention them because I got them in an op shop. They're not physical. Well, they are physical, but they're not media. But I'm going to show them to you anyway. I got the Livingston, Steve Jackson and Ian. Yeah, Ian Livingston gaming books. You know, where you roll dice, but you play books. It was kind of like Choose Your Own Adventure, but for gamers. Skylord, picked that up. I think it was $1. It is a bit ripped on the back. But I don't know if anybody was around in those days. They have like pictures and you roll dice and it takes you to a certain page. You know, it's kind of like D&D, but with a book. Picked up Terry Pratchett's The Dark Side of the Sun. I haven't read this one, but was a huge fan of Terry Pratchett's. It's got a real kind of like kaleidoscopic looking front cover. It's really hard to actually see what's what on it. Very, very 60s drug fueled inspired. That was, I think, $1 at the most. This book I picked up just because it looked interesting. It's a journal of sorts called Attack of the Journal, Jedi Academy. It's just a journal, kids' journal book, but I thought it was pretty cool. I don't know if you've seen those humorous Star Wars cartoons, but it's got a lot of those kind of things in it. I picked this Pokemon book up. It's just a kid's book, Attack of the Prehistoric Pokemon. But I don't see many Pokemon things out there, so I picked that up. Pretty cool little book. What number is it? Number 3. And I never seen the Indiana Jones books. This is Young Indiana Jones and the Ghostly Riders. Picked that up as well. I got a funny feeling some of those were free, actually. That one was 50 cents. That one was 50 cents. I don't want the sticker on there. Get rid of the sticker. I gotta tell you, I've been using this stuff to get rid of sticker residue, and it's the best shit ever. It really, really is. I don't want to advertise them because I'm not sponsored. They're not a sponsor or anything, but I'd love to tell you what it is. I could even do one live on TV. I need some more of this beer. Ugh. Let's change me to film and animation. I'm changing up my channel stuff to see if anyone will watch. All right, cool. This is very nice beer. Okay, next we'll go into some random stuff. I picked this up when I was in JB Hi-Fi. I can't remember, this went with something I was getting the other day. Don't remember what it was. But I'm going to pick it up because it's got Bruce Willis in it. I don't know how bad his mental ability was in this movie, because I remember watching... what movie was it? Did I put it away? Did I put it away? I probably put it away somewhere. But I picked up a Bruce Willis movie. It was science fiction, and it was just really not very good. But worse than it not being a very good movie, you could see the struggle of him in there. It was kind of like he was trying to be a big actor, but he was saying random lines in it. Hard to explain how hard it is to see an action hero that was such an amazing actor be relegated to some random gibberish lines in a movie that didn't seem to make much sense. He didn't seem to even know what he was saying at the time. But I thought I'd pick this one up. Gasoline Alley, Devon Sawa, Bruce Willis, and Luke Wilson. Once again, I'm not expecting a lot. It's a $5 Blu-ray. Bruce Willis looks like, around that time that he was kind of going downhill, forgetting his lines and not knowing where he was. Sex and Sin on the Sunset Strip, but I thought I'd pick it up for $5. You can't really go too wrong in watching a movie, at least to give it a go. But I got a funny feeling all the other main characters will be carrying this movie, and Bruce Willis will be saying some stuff that, I don't know, you'll probably be trying to figure out what's the movie all about when he's saying stuff that doesn't appear like he's a main character. Anyway, so then I picked up these. These were some good finds. In fact, I got another one to go with this one. Where did I put it? Oh yeah, down there as well. Grab those ones as well. Oh, there we go. Is that the final? Yeah, that's the final. All right, I picked up this one I have on VHS tape. Is it in good condition? That's the question. Yeah, a little bit smudgy, but in good condition. This is a funny movie. If you ever grew up watching The Brady Bunch, this is a funny movie. The Brady Bunch movie. It's a piss take. They're back to save America. It's a piss take, but it's a fun piss take. If you've ever seen it, you know there's lots of laughs to be had. I got it for $1. $1. All right, so I picked that up. I picked this one up because I thought, hey, this looks cool. I didn't realize there was a movie about this. It's got some scratches on it, but nothing too deep. Didn't know they made this into a full-length feature, but there you go. We got the Jetsons, the movie. Did you know this was a full-length feature? I did not know this was a full-length feature. The first movie from the family that's truly ahead of its time. Yeah. It's $1, mate. It's $1. Look, it looks really clean and clear and funky and cool. Yeah. Had to pick it up. Cool, man. I picked this one up. I already own it, but I do not have the special edition, if this is what you're calling it. There are some scuffs and some slight scratches, but it looks otherwise very clean. It's in a very bad case. Oh yeah, the clip on this doesn't want to grab. That's why. Yeah, the discs are okay. But it's a double disc special edition, 2-disc special edition of E.T. I still don't have this on Blu-ray, but this is the 2-disc edition. I've got a single disc edition. Wow. Am I going to be able to say single disc edition and 2-disc edition after drinking beer? Probably not. I just wanted to have the double disc. It's got Evolution and Creation of E.T. Let's do this here so I can talk to you. The Reunion, the music of John Williams, the 20th anniversary premiere, space exploration, designs, photographs, and marketing, and trailers. And it's apparently got DVD-ROM features too, which I don't really care about. Until I get a better version, I'll keep those. These two were gotten separately. Let me just talk about those a second. I picked up... Oh, it's taped. Don't we hate that? Come on, tape. It's the poor man's security measure. Poor man's security measure. Vikings, is it season 4? Oh, it's only volume 1. How disappointing. 1, 2, 3 discs. Pick one randomly. Yeah, good condition. Why you got to do disc 1? That's annoying. I don't know how many episodes are on this. Vikings season 4. I think I picked up Vikings season 1 or 2. I used to see them everywhere. Now I don't see them very much. So I thought I'd pick it up. I do like Vikings. I've seen a lot of Vikings. Picked that up. I think it was only $2. Roddy. I said $2, Roddy. It's $2. But it does say it is volume 1 of season 4. So I don't know what that means. I don't even think it tells me how many episodes are on it. Does you tell me? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 9 episodes on 3 discs. I thought there was maybe there was 18 episodes for the whole thing. Who knows? Now, these two were picked up separately. So I don't actually know. I know of this because I remember wanting to own it when it came out, but I don't know much about whether this first one that's 1.5 is actually season 1, whether it's season 1 that's been updated so it's 1.5. But anyway, Stargate Universe 1.5. So I don't know if there was a season 1 and then it became season 1.5, then it became final season. But this is 1.5. Very clean case. This place was just around the corner from my work. You get like 6 discs. 6 discs. You got a flippy one in the middle. A flippy one in the middle that flips around. I think I only paid $4 for it. Was it? No, 6. Oh, did I pay 6 for that? Interesting. But I've never owned it. Always have wanted to own it. It's got what's his face? Carlisle Richard. No, what's his name? Come on, tell me. Robert, isn't it? Robert Carlisle. This guy, isn't it? Robert Carlisle from Gene Spotting, and a few other people in it. I've never seen it. I've heard it failed, but doesn't mean it's bad. Doesn't mean it's bad. And then I picked up randomly, I think maybe from the same place, very clean discs. I picked up the final season, the complete final season. I think it only had 2 seasons, didn't it? Or 3 maybe? I could look it up. Stargate Universe. The complete final season. And I think that's 5 discs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 discs. And that was $5. But I really was like, well, I found mine. I might as well buy the other one. I mean, I don't want some of them. I want all of them. If I want to go binge some TV, then I want to be able to just pick one. I think this heater needs to go off. Let's turn the heater off. Sorry, just bear with me for 2 seconds. All right, so what we're going to do now is go through some really cool stuff. Now, this is from the op shop around the corner, or thrift store, if you like, from around the corner from my work. Now, it's where I got the last Simpsons one that I put up on Instagram. I'm going to have to put some more up on Instagram now, because I got the whole season of whole season of a whole season of The Simpsons. I think I paid $4 for it. I think that's what I paid. Hot in here now. Can I just change this back to people and blogs? Can I? Can you just make it people and blogs? Yeah, there. People and blogs. There we go. Just save it as people and blogs. What's going on? Okay, back to channel contents. There we go. There we go. All right, guys, I have to show you something. I picked up that Simpsons season. I think it was season 4 maybe last time. I'm not 100% sure. No, it wasn't 4. What season was it? Please don't tell me it was the same one. Please don't tell me it was the same one. The complete 6th season. Season 6. Season 6 is what I picked up last time. Season 6, if you can't hear me. Season 6 is what I picked up last time. And this time, for $6, I picked up, and it was from the same place, so I think they've got some store behind. I'm going to get them to try and save them for me, if they've got more. So we've got the 6th season last time. This time we got season 4. Freaking, come on, man. Bring it on. Bring it on. I got 4 seasons of Futurama for free, dumped in the rain outside of an op shop bin, on the ground, not in the bin. I don't go in the bin. Please don't dump. Please don't dump. We don't dump things, but if they're on the ground in front of the op shop bin, they're dumped. They don't belong to the op shop. Surprisingly, I'm going to diverge here for a second. I always stop by the op shop bin to see if there's any dumped things out the front. I never go in the bin. In fact, I've seen people go in the bin, and I've seen security guys instantly turn up and start grabbing them and stuff. I never go in the op shop bin. I never put my hands in it. I don't mess around with it at all. But if it's dumped outside, there's a big sign that says no dumping. Please do not dump. We don't own anything on the floor out the front. Please don't dump. I have found whole 4 seasons of Futurama brand new in a container, in boxes, in the rain, in the mud, completely clean though. I've wiped them all down. They're all fine. And now I've got season 6 and season 4 of The Simpsons. But this one I paid for $4. So the other one was 6, I think. This is 4. I checked the discs the other day. They're clean. This comes with a little sleeve thing. So if I can get, what is it now? 32 seasons? Something like that of The Simpsons. If I can get as many Simpsons as possible, I can enjoy watching them from the beginning. So season 4, season 6 back there. You're going to love this because I'm drinking and slurring my words. We haven't even got to the bourbon yet. Not just that. Not just that, guys. Not just that. I also got the complete second season. Season 2, which is kind of when it sort of picked up. Season 1 was weird. Season 2 was when it was a bit more grounded and they had more of their, their characters' faces. $4. These guys look after me as well. Yeah, it's pretty weird, isn't it? Look. Yeah, man. Disc 1, disc 2, $4. So we've got season 4, season 6, and season 2. $4. Yeah, $4. You don't believe me? $4. $4. They had 3 seasons just sitting on the shelf. Normally they put them aside for me to look and see if I want anything. This time they didn't. And a third and final one I got was the 3rd season. The 3rd season of The Simpsons. In a beautiful pink box. Simpsons season 3. So now I have season 2, 3, 4, and 6. 2, 3, 4, and 6. So I have 4 seasons of The Simpsons. What's that? I've got only another 28 to go, seasons wise. Man, you cannot go wrong owning The Simpsons. Like, come on, own The Simpsons. Physical media forever, guys. Own what you want to own. I didn't check the discs. Let's just check one of them. Oh, I just love physical media. I love owning it. I love knowing that I don't have to beg, borrow, or steal anyone else's. Just really clean. Anything Mike Koenig, no, is that his name, Mike Koenig? Yeah, I think it's Mike Koenig, isn't it? Anything Mike Koenig I've bought, it's either been really cheap or free. So there you go. I've got 3 series of The Simpsons. 4, 4, and 4, $12. $12 for The Simpsons. Isn't that amazing? Isn't that just fantabulous? I do believe it is. Okay. Now I've got more things to show. In this bag over here. Just bear with me for a second. No live viewers. We're not winning tonight. We're not winning tonight, but that's okay. I don't really care. Have you guessed the movie? Have you guessed the movie yet? See this movie here? We've still got to do the rest of this physical media, news, and mail. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to do. News and mail. I should do toys too, but I might run out of time. Look at this bag. Look at this bag. Look at this bag. Look at this bag. I know some of the guys that follow me, like my buddy Mark and Richard, and that love music, as do I, and they know that I do. We've got some music here. Look, is it going to be like, is it going to suit everybody's singular taste in music? No, it's not. Am I going to be drunkenly slurring, drinking this beer? Yes, I am. Yes, I am. trying to cater to everybody's love in music and movies is like trying to spit out a corn cob out of your ass. The idea doesn't feel very nice, but would be magical if you could do it, but you just can't do it. And Mark, you can quote me on that. All right, so the next batch of stuff. Let's get these VHS tapes out of the way because I picked them up. Ironically, we'll talk another bit about this person because they've stood up against Netflix. Why am I hearing banging on my roof? Why am I hearing banging on my roof? It was deliberate. It was deliberate. What movie is it from? What movie is it from? You know it. Are they both in here? Yes. Okay, so I picked up these two VHS tapes purely out of nostalgia. This person doesn't dress in such a way that would make a nowadays person feel sexually interested. But back in the day, I guess you couldn't blame a young man for being attracted to this person at all, and maybe borrowing their mum's workout videos. You know who I'm talking about. Come on, give me a break. I've got two of the same person. We've got Jane Fonda's new workouts on VHS tape. I'm gonna have to put that on the VHS player and play it in the background whilst I eat chips and she does all the work. $2.50 though, you know. Not a fan of Savers pricing currently. CDs, $3.50 and above. $3.50 and above. Come on, fight the power. Fight the powers that be. Fight the power. Savers, fight the powers that be. We I don't know. Why are Savers charging $3.50 for a CD? Somebody? Anybody? Why is Savers charging $3.50, $4.50? $7 for a CD. Why? No one's forcing you to buy them, but I bought some CDs. We'll talk about them. Savers pricing. It's freaking mental. I saw a statue today. A statue for $19. I looked at it and thought, oh, it's an okay looking statue, but is it a $19 okay looking statue? No. It's not. Where did they get $19 from? The amount of stuff that comes through their back doors, and all blessed Savers and every op shop. Unfortunately, op shops are taking advantage. For some reason, they think everybody's a reseller, and they've become resellers themselves. So you won't see a lot of games in op shops anymore. You'll see them on their online stores, because on their online stores they can say, "Oh, just link to my eBay account," and they put them on eBay, and something they made $2 for one day is now to the highest bidder. You could be paying $50, $60 for something from an op shop, which is crazy. So this Jane Fonda's workout video, new workout, very cool. Come on. Look, she's not even wearing anything revealing. It's kind of just like, you know, I mean, she's hot. There's no doubt about it that she's hot. But she's big. She's my grandma now. But we love you, Jane Fonda. I've been wanting some Jane Fonda workout VHS tapes for a long time. I think I've already got one. This is going to add to it. Now we've got Jane Fonda's workout. So this is back to front. That was the new workout. This is the low impact aerobic Jane Fonda's workout. So this was number 1. The other one was number 2. Come on, Jane Fonda. She's hot. She's hot, but she still looks like your neighbour's mum. You know, she still looks like your neighbour's mum. Can I drive you boys to school? Can I get you boys a tuna sandwich? Do you want to do some low impact aerobic exercises with me? No, can't do that these days because you'll insult somebody. You'll offend somebody. Anyway, I picked that up. I've checked them both. They're both in there. Oh, it's got this weird. The clamshell on this is. Oh, wait a second. Hang on a goddamn minute. Let me check the other one. I think this one was open. Oh no! I'm not watching these. What? Hang on a second. Hang on a second. I was going to watch these. I didn't even open these. I sort of cracked them and looked in and went, oh yeah, they're in there. But I didn't look at them in the light. Tell me something. They're both the same in terms of how they've been supplied. Australia does things differently. We don't wrap the whole thing in plastic. If it's new, the case stays on the outside, it gets grubby, and the inside gets wrapped. But look, 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 didn't even notice. Look, 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 look. You see something here? You see the gloss on that? That's fucking wrapped, man. That's brand new. I got Jane Fonda's new. Oh, I don't know what to do now. Do I check if they're worth anything? They're probably not worth anything. A lot of things like this are not worth anything. So I'm trying to get it out without wrecking it. Look, it's sealed, bro. It's sealed. It's fucking sealed. It's sealed. I got 2 Jane Fonda videos that are sealed. Does that mean anything? Probably not. Do I want to open them? Probably not. Look, there's the seal. Come on, Roddy, you fucking pain in the backside. Look. Sealed. Sealed in plastic. Never watched. No one has gotten their jollies watching this. Ever. Because it's brand new. It's brand new, god damn it. Far out. I was selling some brand new VHS tapes recently. Sealed on the inside of the packet, of course. Same with the second one. I was like, I'm sure the other one wasn't sealed. Open it up, it's sealed. This one, sealed. Look, there it is. Jane Fonda's Low Impact Aerobics. You think I'm going to put that in my VHS player? It's sealed, motherfucker. Sealed. Look at that. It is sealed. I could hang on, flip it so you can see the gloss all the way up. Sealed. Fucking sealed. Unbelievable. Is it worth anything? I don't know. I'll have to look it up. I think not, though. For some reason, VHS tapes from Jane Fonda. Now I'm curious. God damn it. Now I'm curious. eBay. eBay. It's really hot in here, too. I've got a heater that I just switched off. It's actually been windy and cold and rainy lately in Melbourne. Welcome to summer. Welcome to summer in Melbourne. Yes, eBay. Jane Fonda. Jane Fonda VHS sealed. That's not what I was expecting. That's a horror or suspense movie. Jane Fonda's Lean Routine Workout VHS, brand new and sealed. $26.42 plus, oh, that's America, plus 31. America, why are you charging hundreds of dollars for shipping? Do not understand. Vintage Jane Fonda workout VHS tape, Lean Routine Workout sealed, new, $24.83 plus delivery. Okay, I'm not going to say what that one's called because that one's a little bit explicit. Jane Fonda's workout VHS. That's not this one, is it? No, it's not. Rare original issue sealed new videotape. They want $183 plus $59 postage. And my watch is telling me that I should stand up. That's not going to happen. I don't think you're going to get $183 on that. I'm sorry to say. $36.43. Jane Fonda looks very young in that one. Jane Fonda's workout, $41.40. $41.40. I'm not seeing any of these ones here. Like her Barbarella ones, only $24.85 plus $33 postage. You're looking around the $30 mark. $30, $40. New seal Jane Fonda startup VHS tape, $33. I'm not seeing. Oh, hang on. Is that any of those? No. This is a very famous one, though. The one where she's got her legs up like scissors. 124, 215. I should show you. Should I show you? Let's show you. See this video here? This video right here. It's a very famous one. I remember this one. Let's go back to Roddy. They want hundreds for those. I'm not seeing this one, though. Oh, there we go. $26.49 plus $33.65. That's my video. That's my video right here. That's my video right here. Look, I'm holding it and it's sealed. Sealed, motherfucker. Sealed. Yeah, I can bid my life away for $26.49 plus $33 postage. Or I could just double the price. This is what I do in Australia. If it's $26.49 plus $33.65 postage, I make it $59, $60.15 plus free postage. Yeah, I don't know. Besides that one, I don't think I'm seeing anything. No. I've got this other one though. See, you probably see me hold it up in the thing here. This is the other one I'm looking for, but I'm not seeing it. Not seeing it. No. I don't have a camera that I can use to take a photo of it. No. So I'm going to guess it's around the $30, $40 mark. Sealed. Man, it's pretty cool, honestly. I was just hoping it would be normal so I could watch it. Let me go back to Rotten Roddy. Hang on. I'm getting sidetracked here. Don't even know if anyone's even interested. What I'm doing currently. No live viewers. All right. So I got those. I picked up a book. I know it's not physical media, but I picked it up. It was $3.49. $3.49. Whoop. But the reason why I picked it up was it's other people's opinions on when they first met, or their opinion on Nirvana from touring with them. I found my friends. The oral history of Nirvana, meaning the history of Nirvana told by other people. I don't normally buy a lot of books. I do buy books, but just not a lot. I'm very picky. I don't like reading random things. Some people say, "Oh, I read this book. You should read it." I don't work like that. I tend to read the same books over and over and over again. William Gibson, Ian M. Banks, Michael Marshall Smith, Lord of the Rings, Sir J.R. Tolkien, and a few other different ones. I tend to read them in cycles, around and around and around. I don't tend to branch out very much. But I do like a good musical book. I've read the 2 different David Bowie books on his life. What would you call them? You would call them a biography, or, well, it's not an autobiography, a biography. 2 different books on David Bowie. I read the book on the Velvet Underground. I read a few different books on musicians. So I thought I'd pick up the Nirvana one because it was about other people's opinions on Nirvana based on touring with them. Thought that was kind of an interesting concept, so I picked that up. And, I'll add it to the stack next to my bed. All right, let's get to music. Are they in any kind of order? Probably not. Probably not. I picked these ones up because it's all I could find, and I like them all. Yeah, I like them all. Best one was the last one. I picked these guys up. I looked them up. I found them. I thought they've got to be something interesting. The guy holding a heavy metal guitar underneath a huge boulder. That's going to mean something. I looked them up, and they're an Australian. They are an Australian stoner rock band. Come on, we love stoner rock. I know Richard loves some stoner rock. Rollerball, named after, interestingly enough, the movie Rollerball. Superstructure. I listened to them today. I listened to the whole album. Awesome. Really, really good. I paid way too much for it. I would never pay this much for a CD, but I need some good music in my collection. $3.49. They stupid savers. Honestly, CDs beforehand were okay because I was paying $2. I was paying $2. Look, this even has a break in it. You can tell, just like a record player. See that line? That's saying disc 1 and disc 2, which is kind of stupid, really, but because it's not a LP. Oh, that's got some plastic bits in it. Can I tip them out? Yeah, it's got a broken sprig in the center of it. There we go. Rollerball. Stoner rock. I like stoner rock. And this album, like I said, I listened to it all day today. I listened to the whole thing. Really good. Really, really, really good. Very happy with my purchase. Jimmy Eat World. Huge fan of Jimmy Eat World. You can like him. You can hate him. I don't give a shit. It's not my problem. My problem is I like them. Stay on my side tonight. Was this the album I wanted to find for $3.49 of Jimmy Eat World? No, it wasn't. The album. I wanted to find their first album, but I didn't. Oh, this isn't their first album, is it? Am I getting this wrong here? This can't be. What year is this? For fuck's sake, give me a year. I know there's a year here, 2005. Jimmy Eat World, please correct me. Please correct me, Jimmy Eat World. Jimmy, I could look this up easy enough. Jimmy Eats World. Wikipedia? Is that what's going to do it for me? I should just use my phone. Rock band, blah de blah. Okay, Wikipedia is asking for money again. Formed in 1993. I thought they've been around for a while. I just want their album formation. I don't want the history. I want the discography. Thank you, that one. So their first album is named after them, Jimmy Eat World. What's this one called? Stay on My Side Tonight. Is that really? That's not really. Is this an EP? This must be an EP. God damn it, I got an EP. That's okay. It's got Disintegration Over, Closer, Half Right, Drugs or Me. This will tell me... No, too many words. Too many words. I need the discography. No, sorry. Sorry, guys. Sorry. This is what I do on this channel. I look things up. I'm going to do it on my phone because at least on my Apple Music, I don't use Spotify. Please don't use Spotify. Please don't support. I mean, like, all of them are bad, but don't choose Spotify. I'm going to tell my kids and my wife not to use Spotify because they use Spotify, but Spotify is very, very bad. Jimmy Eat World. Come on, let's look him up. Jimmy Eat World. My glasses are not going to stay up there, are they? This will give me the years. Well, they're getting a bit old now, hey? Getting a bit old now. Jimmy Eat World. They look like me. Look like dads. Can we just look at singles? See, this is the album I want. Bleed American. This is the album I want. Come on. Fuck us, Roddy. Fuck us. Albums. This has got to be a EP. Really? You're telling me it's not in there? Oh, there it is. There it is. 2005. Stay on My Side Tonight. EP. So I only found an EP. There it is. Same as this. Whoop, don't drop it. Same as this. But unfortunately, guess what, savers? Guess what, savers? You count this as an album, so guess how much I paid for it. Can you guess how much I fucking paid for it? Look at this shit. $3.49. I saw an album today they wanted $7 for. Disc is in very good condition. I cannot say no to an album of a band I like if I don't own it. Oh shit, I've got to get rid of this brightness. Hang on 2 seconds. Then I have to own it. And I'll tell you what, I'd rather pay $3.49 than pay $10 for it. Anybody watching? No. All right, this one I picked up because it's a memory. When I was writing comic books, my own underground comic books back in the day, I used this band as one of the soundtracks. Very scratched, but I don't think it's... I think it'll play. I think it'll play. I used to put recommended playlists in my comic books so that when you listen to them, you can listen to the music I was listening to when I created my comics. Cool. Very heavy. Now, you're thinking Korn. Korn were cool. Yeah, Korn's heavy, drop D, heavy as fuck. This band was heavy too. Cold Chamber. Can't believe I found this, actually. This particular album. I don't really know any other Cold Chamber albums. I just know this one. This album is fucking heavy. It's as heavy as fuck. It's a really good album. Will Roddy focus? Roddy? Can I even see what Roddy's focusing on? It's got Loco. Loco was the first song I ever heard. Can I read? Oh no, I need to clean this cover as well. Bradley, it's got Loco, Bradley, Oddity, Unspoiled, Big Truck, Sway, First, Maricon, Puto, I, Clock, My Frustration, Amir of the Desert, Dreamtime, Pig, and then some that are cut off. But I used to listen to this album all the time. It's heavy. It's really heavy. And it's got a girl bass player. You know, these metal bands, heavy bands that like having girl bass players. There she is. Used to have the hots for her as well. They are very dark, very fucked up, but very cool. And the final CD I picked up, so stoked to find. So stoked to find. This guy was in front of me. He was like snagging all these good albums. This is actually quite clean. A little bit smudgy. And I'm very polite. When it comes to the CD rack, usually it's a skinny rack. I usually wait my turn and wait for them to leave completely. I usually have chats with some of them as well, the people looking at the music. But this guy was taking so long, and he was like hogging up about 20 CDs. I just stood behind him and looked from. He'd started at the top and was working his way down. I waited till he was halfway down, and I started at the top. But I stood right behind him, not to intimidate him, but just to be like, "Come on, I'm just going to start looking. You're taking way too long." So I started scanning with my bad eyes until eventually got to the bottom and he left. And then I had to reread everything. But I found this, and I love this album. I know some of the guys I work with in film love this album as well. Someone's written 18 in pencil on it. I don't know why. I love this album. This is a real throwback to back in the day. I know my brother loves this album as well. Well, he used to anyway. Don't know if he does anymore. But this album is amazing. This band is amazing. And of the band's albums, this is their best album as far as I'm concerned. Urge, Overkill, Saturation. I love everything about it. I love the cover art. I love the sun with the UO on it. I love the way the lights have been made like that. I love the music. I love the fact that it's been tilted sideways. Every single track on this album, even though it cost me $4.49, not $3.50. I love everything about this album. I can't even tell you what style this is meant to be. I'm going to call it alternative rock, but I wouldn't even know what to call it outside of that because there's nothing really like it. Every song on this is a banger. Every single one. Though it begins very well. Sister Havana is an amazing track to begin an album with. Do 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 do. Dude, I thought I owned this already, but I do own it digitally. But now, man, for way too much money, nearly $5, I got an amazing album. This album is amazing. Please go and listen to it. If you don't know of Urge Overkill and you don't want to try it, I would recommend you try this album first, Saturation. It's fantastic. Fantastic. A little bit glam rock, a little bit alternative rock. Can't explain it. Cannot explain it. I need a breath after all that talking. I'm getting through this beer and it's making me slurry. And fuck YouTube, by the way. Fuck YouTube. YouTube doesn't like me at the moment. YouTube does nothing for me. Look, live viewers, 0. Views, 1. 1 live viewer who came and went. I've got to tell you, and it's not just the beer talking, fuck you, YouTube. Because YouTube, you don't do anything for me. You lump me into your too hard basket and you do not do anything to push me out there. If I'm lucky and if I do all the hard work myself on Instagram or another channel, like a social media channel, if I keep pushing my channel out to somebody, I might get my usual 17 views. And those 17 views come from me. This is me sending out my link to people. Hey, can you watch this? Hey, can you check this out? Hey, do you mind watching? I get around the same. I get between 15 and 20 views, usually around the 17 mark. So I'm just going to say stuff you to YouTube because you are not doing me any favors. Like, I've got nobody, there's millions, there's bazillions of people live awake right now. Nobody's watching, so fuck you, YouTube. Fuck you. Now, what have I got left? I think I've got Blu-rays left. Oh, sorry, I got 1 DVD. 2 DVDs. Do the DVDs first. You know, I'm trying to build up my Blu-ray collection. I'm, of course, trying to do that because I am trying to reduce DVDs and build up Blu-rays, and that's what I'm trying to do really, really hard at the moment. That is going to fall, isn't it? Please be careful. All right, so the two DVDs I picked up, kind of opposite. They're kind of not. Well, they're very clean, at least. Very much opposite, polar opposites to each other. I'm just checking the disc. Hang on. By the way, there is a chat. If anybody jumps in and sees there's a chat, please just write something if you want. Just write anything. Communicate with me. Any communication is good communication. Let's put it that way. I know it's probably going to be Replay Crew, to be honest. I've been watching a lot of Star Trek lately and watching a lot of stuff about Star Trek lately. Like I watch A Critical Drinker. There's a few other different channels I watch. So I've got some, I used to have a lot of Star Trek stuff. I used to have the original series Star Trek. I used to have the original motion picture and the subsequent movies all the way up to quite far along on VHS tape. Search for Spock. I had The Wrath of Khan. I had Nemesis. I had all of those movies on VHS back in the day. I don't have my VHSs anymore, so now I have all of the newer ones, like Nemesis and all the other ones past Search for Spock. But I found this today, the motion picture. And I was trying to remember, really hard, trying to remember what happened in that movie. Because I do vaguely remember it was like it was a very long movie, with not a lot happening in it. And the enemy in it was like some kind of space being that was like, I think I'm guessing from memory, it was a space being that was like a nebula that had them trapped. But I might be wrong. Someone can correct me in the Replay Crew comments, or if you're live, which you're not, because I'm not seeing anyone live, because YouTube sucks. God, imagine if I got really famous just saying YouTube sucks all the time, because that's all I feel like I'm spouting. Star Trek the motion picture. I do recall it's beautiful, it's epic, it's enigmatic, it's celestial and, you know, giant and sweeping spatial sort of scenes. But I think the bad guy in this is literally like some kind of space dust or something. Can't remember. But I found it today for $2 and I had to pick it up. I would like to have all of these on Blu-ray at some sort of time in the future. What does it say on the back? Massive alien presence of enormous power enters Federation space, destroying 3 powerful Klingon cruisers, neutralizing everything in its path as it heads towards Earth. Admiral James T. Kirk returns to the helm of an undated Enterprise and sets course to meet the aggressor head-on. I'm pretty sure it's just a giant space cloud of some kind. But I picked it up for $2. I thought, why not start at the beginning? And Black Robe, like I said, polar opposites. This reminds me of Deliverance a little bit, but I do remember seeing this. I don't remember a whole lot about it. It was like, I'm 52. I'm pretty sure I saw this movie. It would have had to have been in my 20s, surely. 1991. Yeah, so in my 20s, I saw Black Robe. You know, it just reminded me of Deliverance in a few ways, you know. People going out and spreading the good word of the gospel to the hostile local tribespeople. So I bought that. Okay, so there's the DVDs. Let's go through the Blu-rays. I bought 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In fact, if you count them correctly, it's 6, not 5. Let's get them in order. I'm fairly 100% certain I don't own these on Blu-ray. I picked up Iron Man 1 and Iron Man 2 on Blu-ray. Look, Iron Man 1 and 2 on Blu-ray in like this weird case that's really fat. Now I've got to use this stuff to get the stickers off the back. But it's in a box set. I thought it was a flip case, but it's a box set. Iron Man 1 and Iron Man 2. I paid like $6 for it, but they're like $3 each. So, I mean, you're not really losing. Iron Man 2 and Iron Man 1. I didn't check the disc quality though. Iron Man movies were good, man. Oh, that's very clean. Iron Man movies were very, very cool. So that was Iron Man 2. Iron Man 1. Do I own Iron Man 1? I don't think I do. Very clean. bit smudgy. Iron Man movies were cool. They weren't that bad. They were quite good. So I thought I'd pick up, at least get the whole set, because I'm pretty sure it ends with Iron Man 3, doesn't it? I also found Iron Man 3. So that's like $3, right? I thought, well, I've got all of them now. There was a couple of other movies, superhero movies. There, really clean. There, I just left them behind. Because I spent about $45 at Savers, which is, let's be frank, not that hard. It's not that hard to spend $45 with Savers, because Savers are expensive, way too expensive. And the last 3 Blu-rays I picked up, I'm pretty certain I have the first one of these, but not this one. Oh, is this a Blu-ray and DVD, but is the other one a special features? Oh yeah, special features, cool. Pretty much clean. Nothing's gonna beat Suspiria though. Finding Suspiria that time, that was pretty cool. Oh, dusty, that's gonna need a clean up. I'm pretty sure I've got, as if I'm gonna find it right now. Pretty certain I'm not gonna find it right now. Pretty sure I've got Batman the Dark Knight. But now I've got Dark Knight Rises on Blu-ray. I'm pretty sure I have the Dark Knight. I'd like to say I'm right about that, but I might be wrong. The Dark Knight, $3, and it's got DVD, Blu-ray, and Blu-ray Special Edition. Picked up Transformers: Revenge of the Fallen. Now I'm starting to doubt myself. I think I have this one. Well, the case is a bit broken. Disc is just dusty and broken. I think I own this one, but if I do, that's okay. Because I had a couple of Transformers ones there, and maybe I don't own it. I don't know, but I picked it up. $3. Case is a bit broken where it's holding the disc though. And the last one I picked up is another X-Men one, Days of Future Past. I own it on DVD, but I don't own it on Blu-ray. So I had to pick it up, and once again, very clean. Not even dusty this time. So I had to pick that up. $3, come on. I mean, $3 is okay. I can handle $3 for a Blu-ray. You know, I can handle $3 for a Blu-ray. That's not terribly bad. So that's all the physical media I've found lately. That's all of the physical media I have found lately. Time we got 3 o'clock. I'm gonna need to wind this down. So let's put most of these. The CDs need to go on the CD stuff. Move them to the side. And that one too. I've got a book to read, so that can go back in my room. That can go in that pile over there. VHS tapes, sealed Jane Fonda. We'll have to look into that, but I was really hoping I'd watch them. That might not happen. I cleared out under my table. You know how I had a special collection of VHS tapes under my table? We're just going to add to it now. I've got room for everything now. There we go. Jane, you can go under there. Jane Fonda can live under there for now. 3 seasons of The Simpsons for $4 each. Nearly dropped them all. $4 each. Come on, get in. That is so cool. I don't know where to put those though. I'll put them back in the bag. Now I've only got like another, that's 4 in total, 32. I've got another 28 seasons to go. Got some Stargate Universe. I need to look into whether 1.5 is still season 1. I don't know why they put the 0.5 on it. But Robert Carlyle obviously is there. Got Vikings, season 4, volume 1. Very annoying. E.T. Special Edition. The Jetsons movie. The Brady Bunch movie. Gasoline Alley will go with my Blu-rays. And probably will be a very bad movie, but we'll give it a go. Some books. That's okay. We'll save them for another day. Or sell them, one of the two. And we've got our Red Dwarf VHS tapes, which I've got to hold two-handed. It's going to fall apart. I haven't actually been stacking up my Blu-ray shelf lately, so it's all a bit out of whack. And now for Red Dwarf ones, which I'll have to check the doubles on those, but I'm pretty sure most of them I don't own. All right, so that brings us to a close on Let's Get Physical Media. I'm sure that we are taking a million years getting through all of this information, but I do apologize. Sorry, not sorry. No one's watching because YouTube sucks. It's all right. You're replay crew. You can be replay crew. You can be replay crew. I don't care. Be happy to have you as replay crew. Now, we should deal with news. I just wanted to check on any movement on my channel. All right. All right. All right. All right. We've got some. Thank you, Michaela Maria, who I chatted to at the Astor Film Bazaar. And who was the other chappie I talked to? There's another chappie I talked to. That would be Jack Squarepeg, who's on YouTube as well. Please watch them on YouTube, Jack Squarepeg. I did watch some of his videos, Jack, if that's truly your name. If that really is your name, I did watch some of your videos the other day. Really cool. Yeah, watch them on YouTube or jump onto Instagram. Follow Michaela Maria and Jack Squarepeg on Instagram and or YouTube, depending on who's doing what on what. I know Jack's on there. And we're going to move on to news. And I'm going to try and keep it concise and I'm going to try and keep it sweet because it's very, very, very fucking frustrating. It's very fucking frustrating, this news. This news is frustrating as fuck. Sorry, I know I've got to keep my F's down for YouTube. It's probably why they banned me from everything. Let's go to the news bumper if I can find the bloody thing. News, ready, let's go, news! Welcome to the news. Welcome to the news. Let me show you the news. Can I show you the news? Can I go to photos? That's the news. Cinema, you were already dying, but it's now it was so sad to witness Netflix pull the plug. Netflix is like, yo, what up? And Warner Brothers is like, isn't Warner Brothers meant to be in the ground? This meme's a little bit defunct itself. Warner Brothers is meant to be in the ground with cinema or like being held up or in a wheelchair or something. But Netflix is like, yo, what up? I'm the new Warner Brothers, yo. So the news is this. Let me just get my screen going. I threw a sort of a article. I threw that photo, in fact, up on Instagram, and I had some reaction to it. So Michaela Maria then started posting all over the place, which I'm really grateful for because, you know, we should all be irate at this. We should all be fucking irate at this. We do not live in the streaming age. I'm sorry, I know you think, or not you, but I know Netflix and its, you know, simps think that we live in the Netflix age. We live in the streaming age. We live in the people don't want to leave their house age. Some people don't. Some people do. And they think that if they buy Warner Brothers, they can just do whatever the fuck they want and they can just bring it and make it a TV company. You are wrong, people. You are wrong. Cinema, movies, leaving the house, getting your popcorn, all that stuff is important. Okay? And yes, I'm drinking, so yes, I can be frustrated more than probably I normally am, but I am frustrated by, once again, a big corporate company who doesn't give you anything in return, taking over something that means that we can't enjoy what we normally enjoy. In Australia, we have the cinemas we have not that many cinemas compared to America. We have very little in the way of drive-through, though there are some, thank God, that are still trying to keep the flame burning. So, Michaela Maria, she wrote a thing about it. Obviously, it impacted her. I'm not going to read it to you on here. And I tried to share it, but she didn't have the share button up, so I couldn't share it. But the essence of it is that we are already struggling enough as viewers of content, as viewers of media, that want to go somewhere to buy some popcorn, buy, you know, a $15 bag of Maltesers and watch a movie. What is going to happen now when one of the biggest film companies in the world from America is being taken over by one of the biggest content streamers in the world, one of the biggest streaming companies in the world, who, by the way, doesn't give a fuck about you? Stranger Things, that's begun. Have you ever seen a Stranger Things DVD or Blu-ray released in your region? I've got an American season 1 DVD / Blu-ray, which I can't watch because I don't have region free on my Blu-ray player. But that's all. And it cost me like $60 to get. And they did a season 2, same thing. It's now worth like $200 or $300. Netflix does not care about you. Netflix does not care about you. If you're a physical media lover, Netflix does not give a fuck about you. Okay? They only care that you keep streaming, that you recommend streaming to someone else so that they can stream. Or you open up, pay more for a joint account where you can stream together, stream all over each other. And cross the streams if you want. That's fucked. You can cross the streams. All they give a fuck about is that they own the content and you pay to use it. And if you don't like it, you can unsubscribe and you don't own any content anymore. This is why we buy this shit. This shit here that we have in our shelves. All of this shit that I own here. It's mine. I own it. Yeah, some of them are bootlegs because some companies like Netflix are fucking assholes. But you won't find Stranger Things available anywhere currently, easily available. They don't want you watching at home. They want you streaming. They want your revenue. They want your money. Okay? They don't give a shit about cinema. As far as they're concerned, cinema's dead. But is it? Is it dead? Let me just read something. We've opened the news bumper. Let me just open one of these pages. Hang on. Not that one. Nope, I'm on the wrong page. There we go. Now, this is just what AI said. So please, we're going to go into it. We're going to go into this. I open this up. And I'm just reading from what AI is saying. Let's go down to... Come on. Where are you? Desktop screen. No, I just opened up Netflix to buy Warner Brothers because I knew something had happened today. I knew it was going to happen. And this is the AI. So please don't blame me. I'm just reading what's here. So some of this information will need to be verified. I have also got an article here to read. Well, no, not that one. This one. No, not that one. This one. So let's read this. All right, so this might need to be verified. Netflix has officially announced its acquisition of Warner Brothers in a deal valued at approximately $82.7 fucking billion, which includes its film and television studios, HBO Max and HBO. So anything you were watching on HBO before is now going to be owned by Netflix. Just to let you know that. It was already hard enough as it was. I mean, maybe Walking Dead might end up on Netflix. Or maybe they'll just keep making their money separately. Who knows? Defeats the purpose regardless. Deal overview. The transaction value. The acquisition is structured as a cash and stock deal with a total enterprise value of about $82.7 billion and an equity value of $72 billion. Each Warner Brothers Discovery WBD share will be valued at $27.75, comprising $23.25 in cash and $4.50 in Netflix stock. The completion timeline. The deal is expected to close after the separation of WBD's Global Network Division Discovery Global, which is anticipated to be completed in Q3 of 2026. So sometime between July and end of September of 2026. Strategic implications. Content expansion. This acquisition will significantly enhance Netflix's content library by adding Warner Brothers' iconic franchises, including Harry Potter, which they just got rid of off of Netflix, Game of Thrones, and DC Universe's titles alongside Netflix's existing popular shows like Stranger Things and Bridgerton. Marketing position. The merger is seen as a... thank you, beer. The merger is seen as a strategic move to strengthen Netflix's position in the competitive streaming landscape. They're only talking about streaming here. They are not talking about cinema, allowing it to offer a more comprehensive entertainment package to its subscribers. That's all they're offering. a more comprehensive entertainment package to its subscribers. Let me drink more beer to fix this. Industry impact. Regulatory scrutiny. Analysts predict that the acquisition may face antitrust scrutiny from regulators in both the US and Europe due to the significant market power it would transfer or confer to Netflix, potentially reshaping the media landscape. This is the meat and potatoes of this conversation, people. The transfer of power. If you can hear that, that's sticky tape stuck to my finger. What kind of transfer of power are we going to have here? Warner Brothers. Yeah, they're not perfect. They make shit movies. They make good movies too. But what happens is Netflix takes them under their umbrella and suddenly Netflix can say, well, yep, we don't really want any more movies being released to the theater. We don't want to wait. So it's going to go to streaming. And now that we have Warner Brothers, maybe we'll just up our prices again because we're going to have a bigger content. We're going to have a bigger library. So maybe expect to see price increases again. Not that we don't see more than our share of price gouges. And then what? What's going to be released to cinema? What would be the point in releasing anything to cinema if you're owning a giant streaming company? Netflix has indicated that it plans to maintain Warner Brothers' current operations and build on its strengths, including theatrical releases for films. Yeah, okay, I don't believe that. Whilst also integrating HBO Max content into its platform. Now, I don't mind if it wants to integrate HBO into its own. Makes more sense than having two separate companies. There's things like The Walking Dead, Game of Thrones, things like that. I mean, nobody wants to fucking stream from 5, 6, 7 different streaming channels. Nobody wants to. I don't want to. I never did. I never do. This acquisition marks a pivotal moment in the entertainment industry, combining two major players and potentially redefining how content is produced and distributed in the streaming era. Okay, this is the AI makeup. This is all fucking numbers and, chunky pieces of the cheesecake, so to speak. Let's go to the actual article. I am going to Variety. I know they're probably not the best source, but they're also not a bad source. So I trust Variety in terms of it has a lot to do with the music and entertainment industry. Is Netflix trying to buy Warner Brothers or kill it? All right, give me a second, peoples. Give me a second here to get my breath back. Why does Netflix want to buy Warner Brothers? In an era of mergers and mega deals, an age where content is king, a question like that might seem beyond naive. As a newly hugely bulked up version of itself, Netflix will be ingesting a mountain of creative content that's nearly mythological in its reach. Everything from Clint Eastwood movies to the DC Empire to The Wizard of Oz to the fabled HBO catalog. Simply as an opportunity to expand what Netflix offers its streaming subscribers, the deal to buy Warner Brothers feels like some sort of ultimate bonanza. The sale still needs to get regulatory approval, and there's actually a chance that might not happen, but taken as a nervy commercial act of late capitalism, the deal needs no defense. The bottom line is clear. We can only hope that this is denied. What law needs to be pushed by Netflix to get their way? I don't know. I don't know American law very well. It could well be that they push back and get what they want. It could well be that they don't. But a larger question lingers in the air. If Warner Brothers Discovery is at heart a movie studio, what does it mean for a streaming service to buy a movie studio? The Amazon acquisition of MGM is not an instructive paradigm. When that happened, MGM was no longer a force in making movies. It was essentially a back catalogue, principally the James Bond films and also the Rocky franchise. So there was an essential logic to that merger. Warner Brothers, however, remains a powerhouse of a movie studio. It's one of the only companies that's keeping movies as we've known them alive. This year alone, the high-profile release of such creatively daring and popular films as Sinners, Weapons, and One Battle After Another, along with popcorn films as potentially commercial as The Conjuring, Last Rites, demonstrates that Warner Brothers is a company that's helping to sustain not just the business of movies, but the dream of movies. The ideal of a larger-than-life entertainment experience by audiences in movie theaters is vital and essential popular art form. Some people think that movies are going the way of the horse and buggy. A company like Warner Brothers has been the tangible proof that they are not. Ted Sarandos, the co-CEO of Netflix, has a different agenda. He has been unabashed about declaring that the era of movies seen in movie theaters is an antiquated concept. Go fuck yourself. Ted Sarandos, go fuck yourself. Ted Sarandos, go fuck yourself. You don't get to make the decision about what people want to see and where. Your only job is now that you have, or should soon have, Warner Brothers, is that how you keep business as usual. You shut down cinema, you shut down what movies are. It's like saying you want to buy a sports car that's so fast you don't need wheels, but you don't want to build it without wheels, and you don't want to build it with a way of not using wheels. You are going to cut off the blood flow to the world of movies. This is what he believes, which is fine. I think a more crucial point is that this is what he wants. The Netflix business strategy isn't simply about being the most successful streaming company. It's about changing the way people watch movies. It's about replacing what we used to call moviegoing with streaming. You could still call it moviegoing, only now you're just going to be doing it in your living room. It in no way demonizes Sarandos. He's probably taking it as a compliment to say that there's a world domination aspect to the Netflix grand strategy. Sarandos's vision is to have the entire planet wide, with everybody watching movies and shows at home. There's a school of thought that sees this as an advance or a step forward in civilization. Remember the days when we used to have to go out to a movie theater? How funny. Now you can just pop up a movie. No trailers with the click of a remote. Fuck off. Fuck off. There's no experience in sitting in your fucking lounge room, mate. There's no experience in it. There's no experience in what you just go, I'm going to go to the kitchen and charge myself $15 for a packet of popcorn. Great. Your lounge room's still not a cinema. Unless your lounge room is a cinema, which is probably, what, only 1% of us? 0.1% of us? We have a cinema big enough to look and feel like a cinema. Even so, it's not the point. The point is people want to leave their house to go watch a movie. They want to talk about it in the car on the way home. They want to, like, theorize and specularize about it, with their friends. What are they going to do now? Well, you want to come around and watch the new movie? What? What happens after that? You sit on the couch and talk about the movie? Or you just all shrug and go home? Movie cinemas are there for a reason. You go out, you eat a meal, do something nice, go get some popcorn, buy a fucking $15 block of chocolate, and you watch a movie. Then you get in your car, you talk about how much you hated it, how much you loved it, you talk about the next one, speculate about characters and dimensions, 3D kind of character build up, and then you go home and it runs through your mind, and then you want to go back and watch it again just to be sure. No, you're not going to get that anymore. But ask anyone who loves going out to a movie and watching it on the big screen with a packed audience if the Netflix version of things is really an advance. In certain ways it is, but in many ways it isn't at all. Is watching a sports contest at home an advance over being there in the arena or stadium? Is ordering food at home an advance over going out to a restaurant? The Sarandos vision of the future is now, and you're doing it all at home, is both a technological inevitability and, taken to its literal extreme, a cloistered form of cultural stuntedness. But Sarandos is a shrewd tycoon. To make his agenda go down easier, he has created a kind of smokescreen around himself of old school movie love. He describes himself as a cinephile. He was purchased and refurbished several fabled old movie theaters, the Egyptian in LA, the Paris in New York, and uses them as a boutique billboard for his brand. Look, Netflix still loves movies. And once in a while, a Netflix movie even gets to play in a movie theater, though not for long and not in very many theaters. You can usually count them on two hands. One of my long-standing cynical japes is that because the movie theaters where Netflix programs its year-end awards bait movies from The Irishman to Roma to The Power of the Dog to this year's A House of Dynamite are just about all in New York and Los Angeles, where the majority of entertainment journalists live. Journalists have a skewed vision of how marginal the releases are. It's playing at a theatre near them, so the release seems viable. Sarandos makes a special deal with Greta Gerwig, whose upcoming Narnia will play in IMAX theatres for 2 weeks before showing on Netflix. Yet even Gerwig had to push hard for that. You could feel the gritted teeth through which Sarandos agreed to that deal. Once he owns Warner Brothers, will Sarandos keep using the studio to make movies that enjoy powerful runs in theaters, the way Sinners and Weapons and One Battle After Another did? In the statement he made to investors and media today, Sarandos said, "I'd say right now you should count on everything that is planned on going to the theatre through Warner Brothers. We'll continue to go through the theatre through Warner Brothers," he added. "But our primary goal is to bring first-run movies to our members because that's what they're looking for, not exactly a ringing declaration of loyalty to the religion of cinema." I am still reading this article, by the way, if it sounds like I'm making that up. And given Sarandos' track record, there is no reason to believe that he will suddenly change his spots. A letter sent to Warner Brothers stated they have no incentive to support theatrical exhibition. They have every incentive to kill it. If that happens, though, I have no doubt that Sarandos will be smart enough to do it gradually. Warner Brothers films will probably be released in a normal fashion for a while, maybe a year or two, but 5 years from now, there is good reason to believe that by then a Warner Brothers movie, even a DC comic book extravaganza, would be a streaming-only release. Or maybe a 2 weeks in theatre release. Do we know this to be true? No. But the indicators are somewhat overpowering, and given all that, why would Sarandos even need a movie studio to add to his streaming universe? If he really wants to make Sinners, he could make it today. All of which brings me back to the question of why Netflix is buying Warner Brothers. Yes, the new Netflix will be sitting on an awesome fresh mountain of content, but will the company continue the legacy of that content, collaborating with audacious filmmakers, giving them the resources to dream big, exhibiting their visions in the largest possible way, or will all that gradually melt away? As much as one wants to give the new company a chance, it is hard at this moment to resist the suspicion that the ultimate reason Netflix is buying Warner Brothers is to eliminate the competition. Does that make sense? Does it make sense? This is not an article written by me. I'm reading someone else's opinions. But does it make sense? Says, or will it all gradually melt away? As much as one wants to give the new company a chance, it is hard at this moment to resist the suspicion that the ultimate reason Netflix is buying Warner Brothers is to eliminate the competition. If you have a streaming service and you buy out all of the other streaming services, what are you left with? The majority of streaming services, or a large chunk of the streaming services. It's a day when we all need to weep if this goes through. This may not go through. The regulatory body may not let it through, but if it does let it through, it is a leg and an arm been taken off of film. Survive in the wild. Oh, we're just taking your leg. We're just taking your arm. Now go and survive in the wild. Sorry, we're not going to give you food. No weapons. You don't get a tent. Now you got to go survive in the wild. It's not going to survive. Not in any normal sense of the word. How could it? How could it? There's an article about it. No, I'm not reading anymore. I'm too angry and frustrated by it. Do you know what? I'll tell you something. Let's go back to Roddy Cam. Rod and Roddy. Come on, Rod and Roddy. Come on, Rotten Roddy. This is a bio break in a minute. Come on, Rotten Roddy. Let me change the screen because it's hurting my eyes. That's what happens when we read articles. Yeah, we'll go to channel content. No one's watching. That's okay. You can be replay crew because I'm ranting. At the end of the day, if all you want to do is help your subscribers, if you want to help the movie watching world, the cinematographer lovers, the cinephiles, the movie lovers, the B movie lovers, the VHS lovers, the people that love movies that will always use them in one way, shape, or form, you will release physical media to people. If I'd seen you releasing physical media to people, I might be a little bit half-minded about this. I honestly would. But I have just ordered Stranger Things seasons 1 to 4 from a bootleg company. Because how many years ago did I think, oh, they'll release it eventually? And you haven't. You haven't. You haven't released Stranger Things. Why? Can you guess why? Why would you not release Stranger Things? I think I've lost my movie here. I think I've lost my movie. Did you guess the movie? I think I turned it off. Did I turn it off? Let's play the movie. I'll tell you the movie in a minute. Can you guess why? Because I don't give a fuck about you. Roddy, come on, focus. Focus, Roddy. Focus, Roddy. There we go. They don't give a fuck about you. It's not about you. They could give a shit about what you like and what you don't like about cinema. They don't. They don't care. And do you know what? Some people might say, oh, well, you got to be careful about what you say. No, I don't have to be careful about what I say. I'm a little nothing channel that doesn't give a fuck. I don't care about what I have to say. No one's going to block me more than I've already been blocked by YouTube. So if anybody wants to watch this or not watch this, I don't care, whatever. But what I'm trying to tell you is this. When a big company makes decisions for you as a little user, as an end user, when people make those decisions for you, you end up with situations like no Stranger Things on physical media. You end up with things like Disney's no longer supplying Star Wars to Australia. That's what you end up with. When you bow down, we let companies like this, Disney Plus, Netflix, anybody else, if we allow them to make the rules, then they will make the rules in whatever way they dictate. Oh no, Australia doesn't make us enough money, so we're going to cut you out. But by the way, go buy the rest of our Disney stuff that's still in stores. No, fuck you. Fuck you. I love Disney. I want to collect Disney stuff, but half the stuff I want now is no longer available in Australia. So what do you want me to do about it? Do you want me to go buy something from America and pay 5 times the amount for it? Plus postage? What's postage from America these days? $100 for every little thing? Or you could just supply us because we're a big country and we buy a lot of your shit. Same with Netflix. Oh, what? You like Stranger Things? Well, you're never going to get it on physical media. Why? Why is that a possible thing? What are you doing? Why can't you sell? The people that watch these movies, I'm one of these people. I'll have it in my shelf. Okay? Look, I got it in my shelf. My fucking shelf's got Star Wars in it. Bro, I got Star Wars in my shelf. Right? But I don't always reach for it. Sometimes when I've got Disney Plus, I'll stream it. You think I'm dumb? You think that I'll only watch physical media. There are people like that, but whatever, each to their own. You think I'm dumb. I'm just going to stream it. I'm just going to watch physical media. I'm going to give up on all of you. No, because I want this. I want to be able to reach up at any point in time and watch it. I want to be able to go, oh, what, you took that off the TV? That's all right, I've got it here. But if I come in here, I unpack a packet of chips and open a can of Fanta, and I sit down here and I go, can I be bothered taking this off my shelf? Or should I just turn on Disney Plus and watch it? I'll probably watch it on Disney Plus. But if you're going to say you can't have it but watch Disney Plus, what is that saying? It's under duress. Do you understand duress, guys? We are being used. We are puppets. We are puppets to these fucking assholes like Netflix and Disney Plus, who say, oh no, you can't own it. You're not allowed to. But hey, don't get rid of your subscription. We need you. We need your money. But you can't own it. We're not letting you own it. We're not spending any money on physical media. You're not owning that. That's going to eat away at our profits. Look, we just bought fucking Warner Brothers, bro. Look how much money that's cost us. No, you're not getting physical media. Do you know what the good thing about HBO was? Let me tell you about HBO. Good thing about HBO was this. See this? Where is it? Let's grab one of these. No. See this? See Game of Thrones? House of the Dragon? Look at all of these Game of Thrones discs here. See this? See all of these Game of Thrones discs? Guess what? HBO did. They released their stuff as physical media. That's one thing about HBO that I've always had respect for. They stream and they let you own physical media. They stream. You pay for it. If you don't want to anymore, that's fine. If you do, great. Get another streaming service. And they release it on physical media. I can own this shit. What's going to happen now? I don't know. Do you reckon House of the Dragon's going to be available on Blu-ray or DVD anymore? Who fucking knows? I don't know. I don't fucking know. How would I know that? All I know is that they can cut it off. They can say you don't get physical media anymore. Game of Thrones, no, you have to stream it. You don't get physical media anymore. Okay? House of the Dragon, we're not doing that anymore. This is where we lose control. This is where it's under duress. It's under duress. And we've got these little fucking shits out there. And sorry, no offense to the little shits living out there that live on streaming and don't know anything about physical media. And they're probably 12 years old, 15 years old, 18 years old. And they don't want to collect anything. That's fine. Don't collect anything. But who are saying this is all we want. We just want to stream. Oh, why did my show disappear? Oh, that's weird. Oh, well. Okay. So you are literally like 2% of the population. Collectors we're not huge, but we must be 15, 20, 30 even percent of the population. I'd even like to think 50%, but I'm probably pushing it. You want to breed in our world a bunch of subservient, don't give a shit, apathetic, open wallet individuals that are just prepared to throw money out for whatever. Oh yeah, I've got 7 streaming services. I only watch 1. Man, give me physical media. I'm not going to abandon the streaming services I want to own. I'm gonna subscribe to. I'm going to subscribe to the ones I want to subscribe to. Currently using Netflix. Stranger Things is on. I should start watching that. Great. It's not mean I'm going to get rid of what's here. Right? I only got season 1 of Stranger Things. But if you gave it all to me, if I could buy Stranger Things in the store, I would own it and still stream it. Do you not understand? Do you not like money? Do you not like money? Netflix, Disney Plus, do you not like money? Why is it you're not saying, hey, we could have our cake and eat it too? We can stream it and we can give them physical media. Costs us a fraction of our profits to make physical media, and we get double the amount. Do you not like money? You've taken The Mandalorian off me. You've taken heaps of shows off of me. Stranger Things. What? What? Why? Because you're afraid of losing something? Then you must be the dumbest companies in the fucking world. Who are you listening to? Who are the bean counters you're listening to? Because I'll tell you something straight away. There's stuff here that I've got here, or even all my bootleg stuff. That could have been your money. All this bootleg stuff. I got Mandalorian, season 1, 2, and 3. I got Ahsoka. I got fucking Kenobi. I've got Andor. All this stuff. It could have been your money. It could have been your money. I would have bought it from you. I would have bought it. Yeah, okay. It might have cost me $50 instead of $30, but it would have been your money. But no, you're not doing that. You're literally saying, oh, no, you can't have that. You can only have this. Is there a law? There's got to be a law somewhere in the world. And I would love if a lawyer just watched this randomly and looked. There must be a duress law where you're like able to say, hey, hang on a second. No, these companies are saying you can only spend your money one way. Right? Imagine if you went and got fuel and they said, hey, no, you can only buy our fuel. Or our fuel is not going to be this cheap ever, but it's going to be fuel. So you can go to BP down the road, you can pay like $1 more, 50 cents more, and we'll have it cheaper than that one down the road, but it's still going to be like $2 a litre. No. Why? Why do you think there's, protections against fuel overgouging? So why is it that we get to have streaming services that say you can't have physical media? We won't let you. But what we'll let you do is we'll let you only spend money streaming. Is there not a law against that? Because they're forcing you to make a decision between watching or not watching. They're not saying, hey, if you don't feel like streaming, we've released them all on Blu-ray and DVD. We get our money back regardless. They're out there. 90% of the profits are ours or whatever it is. We can watch it and buy the Blu-rays and DVDs, and you can watch it streaming if you want to as well. Like, we're going to push that because why wouldn't we? Fair. That's fair. It's fair. HBO, I got like Game of Thrones, I got House of the Dragon up there. If I want to stream it, I can. But saying, oh no, we've only got it available on streaming. I want to watch it. Well, you have to stream it. Can you give me a Blu-ray? No. Can you give me a DVD? No. But I want to watch the show. Well, then sign up, buddy. Because we're only got it on streaming. But I want a physical media. Well, I don't care. You're not getting physical media. You've only got streaming. That's all you're going to get. Well, when are you going to release it? Well, look, we'll release a couple of Target exclusives. They'll sell out. You won't be able to get them anymore. Right? You happy now? Right? Released 1,000. I know there's like 50 point whatever billion people living in the world, but there's only going to be 1,000. If you don't get them, you don't get them. What do you want me to do about it? That is some bullshit right there. That is some absolute bullshit right there. And there has to be a law against it. A law that states that you can't force people to do things under duress. There has to be. There has to be a law against it. I'm getting sick of talking about it. I want you guys to think about, I want you to protest it. I want you to put your foot down. Start telling these people you don't want to give up theaters. You don't want to give up cinema. You don't want to give up that stuff ever. We're not living in a streaming society where people don't want to leave their house. Otherwise, people would be shitting in fucking plastic bags in the lounge room because they can't even be bothered fucking doing anything or going anywhere. All right? People would be ordering takeout every single night. People wouldn't do the shopping. People wouldn't go and play bingo with their friends. They'd just fucking play online bingo instead. There's a reason why this stuff doesn't happen, because people don't want it. It's good for a little bit of fun. It's not a lifestyle. People shouldn't be forced to make that choice, because that's not a choice then, is it? It's not a choice anymore. When you take the choice out of choice, you have left with nothing but duress. You're forcing people's hands at the end of the day. And I'm like, my frustration of this has been building up and building up and building up for the last few years, which is evident in me blabbing about it. But under duress, you are being forced, people. You are being forced to do things their way. Stand up for yourself. Write them an email. Send them your displeasure. Tell them you want physical media. All of you, tell them you want physical media. I'm in Australia. Disney cut off Australia from pretty much all Star Wars. The UK got Mandalorian. America got Mandalorian. Other countries got Mandalorian. Ahsoka got released on Blu-ray over there. What did we get? We got shit. We got diddly squat. Why? Because they made a decision that somehow it impacted them negatively and they're not going to give us. Why? What did I do to them? I collect, I buy. There are millions of people here that collect and buy from shops. Why cut us off? Why? Is it too expensive? I'm sure Disney can find a cheaper way of making physical media. I'm 100% certain of that. I have no doubt, not one in my mind, that you couldn't find a fucking place to distribute it, make and distribute your physical media cheaper. I know you can. Because you're still supplying other countries. You're supplying other countries that have no fucking budget. That have no, like, income to the country. And you're cutting off Australia. It's just unfucking believable, honestly. Anyway, I'm going to get off my soapbox. I need to do a bio break. I am debating about opening up my mail packages. And I don't mean my mail package because I'm not allowed to open my mail package on YouTube. I'll get in deep, deep shit if I open my mail package on YouTube. Let's open one. Let's open one. It's getting really late. I'm going to leave it at that because I've been ranting for far too long. I'm only going to do one. I'm going to do this one. It's the first one I got sent. All right, and then I'm going to do goodbye and a bio break. I hope you've had fun listening to me. I can go off my nana about all this. I'm just getting over it. I'm just getting over the bullshit, honestly. Do you know how long I waited for Mandalorian to be released? I'm like, oh, one day they're going to release the Mandalorian here. And if you watched any of my previous videos, you'll know that when that moment turned. It was like 3 years or 5 years or something like that. And I was like, eventually they're going to release all of them. And then what they do, they said, oh, we're not supplying Australia with any more Star Wars. Bam, just like that. We're not supplying Australia with any more Star Wars. They recalled all their Star Wars stock except for the main trilogy. And then about a week after that, they said, oh, by the way, we're releasing The Mandalorian finally, after years. But not to us. But not to us. Do you know how devastated I was? I'm like, a week after you declared Australia was off limits to any physical media, a week after, you said, oh, we're releasing it to everyone else. What a fucking pain in the ass. All right, let's go to the mail. All right, we're just going to open one. Pretty excited about the other one, though. I will tell you. I'm going to open it during the week, but I'm just to make sure it's in there. But it's physical media, and it's from Umbrella. And I'm really fucking excited about it. But let's open this one. Because I recently sold something, or put something for sale at the Astor Film Bazaar. And I was like, well, if I'm going to put it for sale, and I've owned it since it was released, I want to have a Blu-ray copy of it. So there's no way I would sell something if I didn't already own it. Let's open this up. I haven't even checked it yet. Something made a weird squeaky noise in here the other day. Wow, really well packed. Throw that out. 4 in the morning. It's been packed in this black, really nice black stuff. Just look at it. Ooh. I don't know what to do with this. I might have to keep it. It's very nice. It's very soft. It's like something in a guitar case. Throw that over there. Check this out, guys. Alien Anthology. For the first time, I've got the Alien Anthology on Blu-ray. Now, one of my favorite series, I remember when the Aliens Redux came out and they added the backstory to how the colonists found the alien starship and how Newt's parents got infected. But my copy is not in here now. It's in the shed because I didn't end up selling it, but it was in the for sale item. But really, it's only been watched through once. So they're all special editions. I'm surprised someone didn't buy it. I think I only had it for about $30. You get this lovely box set. I did buy this secondhand. You've got Alien. I think they've got all the documentaries on this as well. Aliens. Alien 3, probably the darkest of all of them, I would say. Very bleak, Alien 3. We could do our take on that at another time. And Alien Resurrection, which is a guilty pleasure of mine. Not a great movie. Not a great movie, but I actually came up with the idea in my head before this movie was released of how they would bring Ripley back by cloning her DNA. And I was working in a factory, come up with that idea. But really happy to have this, finally, be able to add this to my collection. I think I paid about $50 for it. And that's it, I'm busting. I'm going to leave it here. I have been talking, I think, for about 2 hours. I think I started about, geez, is it 3 hours now? Which is 4 in the morning. I think I started about 1, so I think I've been talking for nearly 3 hours. I think I need to get going, guys. Let me go empty my bladder and spend the next couple of hours watching something on my television. I couldn't tell you how many hours I've been on here, but I will very, very soon be able to find out. I wonder if I could, if I just go over to here. Can I go over to here and tell? Maybe you can go here and tell. Come on, tell me. Tell me how long I've been on here for. How many hours have I been on? Oh, 2.5 hours. 2.5 hours. I really want to open that other box. I really, really do. And I will check it, but we'll talk about it next time because we're running late. I've ranted way too long about, oh, should I open it? Let's just open it. Let's just open it. We'll talk about it a little bit more next time. Hang on. Let's do the next part of mail. Let's just open it. I feel like I'm letting you guys down. Don't want to let you guys down. Let's open it up. Come on. Open. We won't get into it. We'll talk about it a bit more next time, but let's have a look. But I need to check that I got everything that I'm supposed to get. So I didn't cut it. Far out. I'm so excited about this. I will let you know that some of the money from my proceeds of my profit at the Asphalt Film Bazaar went into splurging on this. It was Black Friday deal, so I got a better deal. But these are very expensive as a rule. I picked up the first full moon fright box. They usually run the $115 mark each. So you've got Demonic Toys 2, Dollman versus the Demonic Toys, and Dollman. Whoops, wrong way around. We've got the one I've been wanting for a long time, Kiwi Cult. I've been wanting this for a while now, since it was advertised. So you've got the Irrefutable Truth About Demons. You've got Perfect Creature and Under the Mountain. And just to complete the full moon box set, you've also got the Full Moon Fright Box 2. I think this is 2. Yeah, this is 2. Why am I holding this so wrong? Full Moon Fright Box 2. This one has Seed People, Shadow Zone, Puppet Master, and Sorority Babes in the Slime Ball Bowlerama, which I only bought about a year ago on DVD. So I'll be selling that one eventually. So yeah, really excited. Oh my god, I got some, and they're releasing a new Full Moon Collector's Box early next year. So really excited about that, guys. So that's what we got. We got Full Moon 2, 4 movies. We'll talk about them again next week, properly. We've got Full Moon Fright Box number 1 to go with Full Moon Fright Box number 2. And we've got the Kiwi Cult, which is 3 movies, which I'm really, really excited about. And it comes, I think it comes with a booklet and a few other things. I'll have to double check that. Pretty sure it comes with a booklet. Doesn't it come with a booklet? I thought it did. Unless it's in there. Unless that was a special edition. I'll have to double check that. But each of those main ones were about 115 each reduced. And Kiwi Cult was like 90 maybe reduced. And I only paid 250 for all of it. So very, very excited. Let's leave it there. I think I'm going overboard with explaining everything. We'll talk about them a little bit more later on. Guys, thank you so much for watching on the replay crew. Don't know what's going on with no one jumping in tonight. I'm going to blame YouTube because YouTube sucks. Just going to blame YouTube because YouTube sucks. My thumbnails, I think, are looking fire. I'm trying really hard to make everything look good. I just don't know what's going on. Don't know. Maybe you guys can support me. If you can support me, subscribe. Recommend someone subscribes. Where's my... There it is. Subscribe. Recommend someone you know subscribes. Leave me a subscription, a like, thumbs up, thumbs down. Literally anything helps. Share it. Share it with someone you know. I would appreciate all of the helps. All of the helps out there. And I'm going to leave it there. That beer got me through the night. I was going to have a bourbon and Coke, but yeah, I'm already tippy. I'm already tippy. I get the Dickhead Award! I get the Dickhead Award. All right, guys, I love you. I'm going to leave you. I'm going to try and at least enjoy my last 2 hours before I have to go to bed at 6 a.m. And Mark or Richard or any of my friends I've got watching my channel, please let me know what you think. Leave comments below. Any of my new friends from the Astor Film Bazaar, if you could please let me know what you think about the video, or watch the video when you got time and let me know. I'm going to try and remember names now. I'm going to try and remember names. No, that's not what I want to do. We've got Jack Squarepeg and Michaela Maria. If you want to leave some comments below or share the video across with any of your friends or anybody that isn't a friend even, that's a good way of doing it. Find some enemies. Share it with the world. I would love it if you did. Thank you so very much. As we always end every single episode, I'm going to come up with a two lots of stupid replies. We're going to say, don't forget to bounce your beavers. Oh my God, I instantly regret that. It's meant to be an animal, and I said beavers. And just juice your jaguars. I don't want you to juice your jaguars. I just need to come up with a better way of ending my videos. All I'm doing is juicing jaguars and bending your beavers or whatever it is I said. I regret everything. I apologize. Have a good one. I love you. It's BZ in the Neon Doom Room. Roddy says goodbye. And so do a lot of the other things I've got here. I've got some toys I want to talk about. Some from the 90s that no one bought from the Astor Film Bazaar. Pretty cool fucking stuff. I'll show you on Instagram if I can. Otherwise, we'll talk about it next week. Have a good one. I love you very much. From the bottom of my movie-filled cult Z-grade movie heart. Have a great one. We'll see you on the next video. Hopefully I'll have it together a little bit more and we'll drink some more of that. Bourbon and cola. Love you guys. Have a good night. BZ out.